I'm here with head coach Heather Cato of women's soccer. Heather, you got last spring with them, first time you got a spring with the team, and how do you prepare the girls when they leave campus for the summer to hit the ground running in the fall here? And you guys don't have a lot of time to get ready for your first exhibitions and non-conference games. How do you prepare the team over that time?
In the spring, we decided as a staff that we wanted to work really hard on building our culture and getting that core of returners. That we have 18 coming back, and so having those returners confident in what our goal is and how we want to perform in the fall, so that when we bring in these 12 new players, that there's a cohesion and that they're opening like, hey, this is what we want to do. This is going to be our identity. So we spent, every other week in here talking about what we wanted as a team and how we were going to accomplish that. And that started with having the focus of the summer. We did a summer packet that lined it out day by day by day. Don't have to think much, just do it, and focus on what the end game is as opposed to, hey, we want to be GNAC tournament champions. Yeah, everyone wants that. So how do we focus on getting 1% better every single day, and then that just builds on each other, and when we get here, we can start rolling for that first exhibition game.
Yeah, and kind of touching on what you said, you're bringing in a bunch of new faces, 12 new players, but you return some all-conference player in Rose Robbins. You have the GNAC saves leader in Allie Kohler at goal. You get Kylie Sarchek coming off an injury, shortened year. How important is it to have those pieces and also kind of developing the culture of this team with so many new faces?
I think, you have those kinds of players, and they're your leaders, and Allie and Kylie are both our captains. Rose and Shay are our team leaders. And so if you have those kinds of players who are also great people and leaders, you find other players to come in that can complement them. Having Rose and Allie there to anchor our back line, and then bringing in other players that can add to that and bring their own flair and their own abilities is fantastic. I'm so confident in where our 12 new players are at, and then where our returners are going to take that talent and what we're going to do with it. So having those players on top of the returners is going to be exciting, and like I said, the leadership has been amazing, not just with the team leaders, but also just the senior class in general.
And you're in your second week of practices. You're already rolling into some exhibition games this week, and then you roll into non-conference right away. There's really you got to hit the ground running. Kind of walk me through what's it been like for the first 2 weeks, and how important are these exhibition games here to start?
Yeah, I think what we focused a lot on at practice is what's the competition like. We want it to be harder at practice so that the games are easier, but also just having fun. They have to enjoy what they're doing, or it's just going to be like a job, and I don't want it to ever feel like a job when we're out there. So that's kind of how we've started to prepare what the sessions are looking like, so that when we get going, we can go out and see, how did this player work with this player? What do we need to work on? How do we set our identity going into the non-conference season? And so that once we hit conference, things aren't easy in the GNAC, but at least we are prepared and ready to go, and then we can go day to day on how we're going to fix things.
Yeah, and touching again on what you just said, the GNAC is one of the toughest conferences in all of the Division II. Every week you have to come mentally prepared. How do you prepare a team for the long course of a season? Walk me through that.
It's a grind, right? So we just talk about what's going to break us, and then how do we battle through that. We can't have excuses. That's a big thing for us this season. And so what are we going to do? Where's our mental toughness? How do we work through those adversities? Because every week someone's out there to try to beat the next person. Only 4 teams qualify out of 9, so you can't take a day or a game off. So it's just having that mental toughness to get through every day and every practice. But then also we're trying to take care of that player recovery. That's been just as important for us. Is when are we giving them off? How much are we spending to relax and spend time as a team and enjoy each other as a team, not just on the field but off?
Well, it's been a long summer. I know we're all excited. Hopefully the smoke clears out of here soon.
Right.
We get some clear skies for Saints soccer. We really look forward to seeing you guys out there. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.